Welcome, welcome, everybody, welcome to Poprageous. We are talking Starfleet Academy. We're talking Starfleet Academy episode 4. Thank you. Thank you, please. We got a live studio audience. I mean, it's probably like 250 people we allowed in here at one time. No more. There's no more than 250 people. Like, that's a cap. That's like a fire department cap. 250 people. Sit down. Sit down over there. Oh, God. Security. How are you guys doing Thursday night? You know, my name is Danny Alex. This is Poprageous, and they're also broadcasting onto Dimension Zero, my science channel. I am a science guy. Like a bona fide, I'm a real screenwriter, and I'm a science guy, which kind of gives me a few, ins into talking about things like Star Trek and sci-fi and things like that. So... oh, welcome. Did you watch episode 4 of Starfleet Command? Did you watch it? I honestly, the only reason I watch it is to do the review. And if you want to do a pretty good review, you got to watch it twice. So I watched it early. I get up early. I actually skipped the gym today to watch it. So I watched it, and then I like watching it like an hour or two before we go live, just because it's fresh. And the second time around, it was just as bad, even a little bit more worse than the first time, because you realize, oh, that's what they're trying to do with that. Because there's like, this is a TV show that is so hard to pay attention to because you don't care about anything. It is so poorly written. And as a screenwriter, I am a screenwriter. Oh, let me put the, so as a screenwriter, I am, and I've won, like, I do toot my own horn, but you got to give yourself some street cred, right? I've won hundreds of awards in film festivals around the world. You Google me, Danny Alex, screenwriter, it's all there. So I really wonder when you go through these things, and then when you see a movie or a TV show, as a writer, and I've been behind the camera, I've done acting, a little bit of acting, I've done some production, I've done a little bit of this, a little bit. So I got a pretty good little funnel of knowledge, right? And so when you see the actors acting and they're right, and so you envision the script. And when I envision the script that these people are working under, you're like, oh my God, this is such garbage. This is like high school level. This is literally high school level screenwriting. Because if a lot of you might know, so in English, I majored in English, in creative writing. There's literally, you take courses to learn how to write creatively. It's called creative writing. You literally take courses in university. you get educated on how to write. It takes a very long time. And when you first start writing screenplays or scripts, your first one always is absolutely abysmal. Like, it really is. The second one, it's not much better. Hey, we got some people chatting. Oh, where are we going here? We're Bund and Chain. Hi, brother. Yo, my friend. And Rat Gamers is asking how I am. I am wonderful. Dude, I have got a treat, actually. You guys, I got a treat. This is the perfect night to be a Poprageous, man, or Dimension Zero. Like I said, Dimension Zero is my science channel. Poprageous is my movie channel. I am going to be, so episode 4 started with, episode 4. This is what we're on today. Episode 4. It started with the Chancellor's address. Commander Ake. And she is, like, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know. I'm giving you guys deep information. She's a Thanite. Thanthanite. She's a Thanthanite. People ask, how did she get so old? Why is she so, is there better medicine? Well, I'm sure I think people in the 32nd century, they're suggesting that they lived to 123 was the average age or something like that. Was it 123? Something like that. But she's a Thanthanite. Apparently, only so far women have been Thanites in Starfleet. So far, I guess. I mean, basically, right now, look. You've seen the Force as female, Starfleet as female. Okay, get over it. Starfleet is female and the Force is female. I know. You're saying, but wait a sec, Daddy. Hold up. I know. You're saying Danny. 85%, 80, 90% of everyone who watches Star Trek and Star Wars is male. As a matter of fact, my whole life, I've been watching Star Trek since I can remember, right? I was born in 1967. I started watching Star Trek and all these like in the 70s, right? I've never had a girlfriend, or I've never been with someone who would watch Star Trek with me, or Doctor Who, or Star Wars. I've never had a girlfriend who would say, yeah. More science fiction, Danny. More science. I've never had a girl, like, on all my years on this planet. And hopefully I get a few more. I've never had a girlfriend, not one. Now, the one thing about women are, when they go to conventions, they love the cosplay, right? The girls love the cosplay. And that's why they go to conventions. They are absolutely, they do it so well. Girls do it way better than guys. Way better than guys. They really do. The female fans of Star Trek, like the real fans, look, I'll be honest with you. And I don't want this to come as a surprise to anyone. Starfleet Academy, it's not Star Trek. It's not Star Trek. I know. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to hear it. Starfleet Academy is not Star Trek. It's not. There's nothing there. Episode 4. Actually, let me do some housekeeping here. So on every Saturday night, which is the flagship show of Poprageous, we do Poprageous Live. It's Saturday night. That's this Saturday night. It's the big show. Look, I spent a year and a half trying to get out of Los Angeles. I just moved out of Los Angeles a few months ago. I'm trying to get settled back in, getting out of the shithole that is Los Angeles. Can I call it a shithole? As a matter of fact, what they use the word chicken shit. What was the word they used in Star Trek? Chicken shit. Are you allowed to talk like that? You know? Chicken shit. If they're swearing in Starfleet Academy, damn right I'm swearing in Poprageous Dimension Zero. So I'm on Saturday night. I'm announcing 2 new shows every single week on Poprageous Live. On Saturday night, it is at 8:00 Eastern. Poprageous. We're gonna be talking. You know what we're gonna be talking about? Sit down. I hope you're sitting down. Wonder Man. I watched it. I watched all 8 episodes of Wonder Man. Saturday night, Poprageous Live at Saturday night. We're going to be talking Wonder Man. We're going to be talking Doomsday. We're going to be talking a little bit of Starfleet Academy. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, a little bit of GOT. So Saturday night, check it out. And I'll be announcing 2 new live shows next week on Poprageous. I'm going to be trying to get some guests on. You know, trying to find good guests is so tough. It really is. A lot of pretenders. I've watched, but also watching. Deep Space Nine. I wanted to watch. It's been so long. Deep Space Nine, 1993, 32 years ago. A lot of people weren't even born that are watching right now. Weren't even born. So I thought, you know what? It's got the old square format and everything. It's like, it's the special effects. Absolutely. But what hit me the hardest, this is the thing that hit me the hardest. The Cardassians, right? The frickin' Cardassians. The Cardassians. Great race. It's a great race. But of course, the Cardassian, spelled with a C, Cardassians, came before the Kardashians, long before. And I thought that's been the most memorable thing so far. But I remember, look, Commander Sisko, Captain, I like it. Odo, I freaking love Odo, right? Odo was the best character. I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that Odo is not the best character in Deep Space Nine. Tell it to my face. Alperex is laughing. Love the bat. The bat. Yeah. That's when it goes red, I gotta go. If the bat behind me, sorry, if this bat that's yellow goes red, I gotta go to work. I gotta leave. I gotta leave. Okay, so if it goes red, I gotta leave. So please, understand. I've got other work that I have to do. I'm Batman. No, I'm not. Just got a new video on Dimension Zero about Jupiter. What lies beneath the clouds of Jupiter? I love science, man. I'm a science guy through and through. I've been watching The Expanse. I watched a little bit of it when it came out. I'm reliving The Expanse, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I might do a video on that when I finish it off. And yeah, you know what the thing is? One thing I noticed about Deep Space Nine, 26 episodes per year. 26. They did first year 20. Then I think the second year of the 7 or 8 years, 4 or 5 were 26 episodes. 1 year, season 7 was only 18 episodes. But then the final year was 26 episodes. What do they do nowadays? 8 episodes per year. Right? 8 episodes per year. That's back in the day. They used to actually work. They used to work to get their 26 episodes. I mean Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is 6 episodes and it's 30 minutes long. It's like just over 3 hours worth of and $5-6 million per episode. That's $30 million. Anyone else see a problem with that? One of the things, and I'll say this, it's like sports. You see these sports guys, 50, 60, 70 million dollars per year, keeps going up like crazy up. Who pays for it? Who pays for it? Look at season tickets. Who pays for it? It's you, motherfucker. It's you. You get to pay for it. That's who pays for it. We pay for all this shit. You want to know why theater tickets are so high? On top of just basic inflation, thank you. On top of just basic inflation? Robert Downey Jr., $80 million doomsday. Russo brothers, back end, plus $100 million, plus back end, plus this and that, plus this. I have no problem. As a screenwriter and someone who has lived in Hollywood for 20 years, you know how you stop this shit? You just you boycott it. You know how you stop Star Wars? The only reason I watch it is to review it. Everyone just stop watching it. What's left? I think that's what's going on anyway, right? That is literally what's going on. It's just the riffraff. It's the people that are, look, anytime you I don't like getting political, but as a screenwriter, when you start putting politically charged subject matter into TV and movies, such as, can I just say, season 5, episode 7 of Stranger Things, the best recent example. Starfleet Academy, we had to have a lesbian, the Jebediah girl, half Klingon, whatever she calls herself, plus what's her? I remember very few of these people's names. Right, the lesbian relationship. It's got to be there. You know why it's got to be there? Because Hollywood requires it. There's this gatekeeping system within Hollywood in Los Angeles. You need to have certain things in there for it to pass the gatekeeping system. How gay are you? Right? It's like, how gay are you? Are you heterophobic? I don't know. How gay do I have to be? Are you heterophobic? Are you scared of a man-woman relationship? Does that send fear into your soul? Like, I don't know what the fuck are we talking about? Do you fear? Does the idea of a man and woman being together disgust you? I have gay friends. I don't think. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Michelle. Who doesn't love Star Wars? Not current Star Wars, though. We'll see what's coming out. I mean, Star Wars is another brutally... Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy, right? Thank you, Kathleen. Look, it is crazy to me to think that these people, once you get to a certain level, you need to start losing the company a lot of money. Like Alex Kurtzman. Alex Kurtzman. I always say it wrong. Like I gotta get Trump. I gotta get more Trump or something. More Trump. How? Okay, I'm gonna start swearing a little bit. You want to be a little bit into the broadcast before. How much has Alex Kurtzman fucked up Star Trek? How much has Alex Kurtzman fucked up Star Trek? Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not put fucking little sweet daisies on it. I've been watching Star Trek since I was 8 years old, 1976, that I can remember watching Star Trek. I watched Star Trek, and yeah. Long live Spock. Long live Spock. Long live Bones. Scotty. Sulu, Chekhov. Uhura. Oh, God, I love me some Uhura. What is crazy to me is you have people, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that have put life, blood, sweat, tears, endless sleepless nights into screenwriting, into developing episodes, movies, and then you get one dumbass, untalented piece of activist garbage named Alex Kurtzman. And I'm being nice. Some people say, Danny, be nice. I am being nice. Did I say see you next Tuesday? I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. Look, this franchise is freaking destroyed. It's absolutely murdered. Starfleet Academy episode 4? Have you watched it? Have you watched it? I just joined. Hey, Michelle, welcome aboard. I'm just coming back, so, I got a lot of work to do to try and win people over. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's a lot of work going from here to wherever I'm supposed to get to. But as a screenwriter, as someone who has been 40 years, 50 years in science fiction, as a writer, this isn't just something. I left Hollywood for a fucking reason. I didn't have to put the F-bomb in there. I couldn't stop it. Jaden has 2 fathers, apparently. So tired of it. Okay, I got stuff on Jaden. I got the goods on Jaden. I'm gonna fucking go, Jaden. Did you see the lifts? Did you see the lifts on Jaden? Got like 5-inch lifts. Oh, so look, I'm 5. For the record, I'm 5. Well, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". 210, 215, kickboxer. I was a kickboxer. I got some muscle on me, a little bit of money. Did you see the lifts on Jaden? He's got these freaking lifts, right? See, I got a picture. Okay, I know. You're saying, Daddy. You don't believe me? You're saying, Danny, Danny Alex, you're pulling the wool over my eyes, and I'm telling you, no, I'm not. I am an honest. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah. You're sitting. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? Share image. I did that already. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me set this right properly here. Look at that. Can I zoom in on that? Yeah, you can. Let me get. Do you see? No, not that one. Damn it. I'll get it. No, I won't. You see the lifts? There we go. That's pretty good. You see, look at the lifts on that. You see that? So he could be, he's not even eye level with Caleb. He's not even eye level with Caleb. And through the entire show, he's wearing these freaking lifts. Look, I'm 5'9". I don't, if I wore these things, I'd be 6'2". Right? I'd be 6'2". I'd be like, well, you look, I'd be going up to like, you know, Trevor Lawrence there, look at those lifts, motherfucker. Look at those lifts. Jaden is... Thank you very much. I'm not here to be an asshole, but I am here to be an asshole, okay? just to... So, anyway, that is... 5-inch lifts. Like that, Tom Cruise doesn't even wear lifts. Tom Cruise is actually, he's okay. Tom Cruise is okay being 5'7", 5'8", 5'8"? Doesn't matter. It's fucking Tom Cruise. You want to be a Tom Cruise movie? Slouch. You want to be in a Tom Slouch, you motherfucker. Look, I'm 6'4". How do I get into a Tom Cruise movie? You don't. Right? You don't. Star Trek ended with Enterprise. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I didn't watch Enterprise. I watched 1 or 2 episodes. Nothing since then has been real Trek. I do like, what was her, the Romulan girl or the, was she Romulan or was she Vulcan? She was hot, right? She was hot. Whew. Oh, I tell you, Star Trek has been known for, even Orville, what's her name? She played in John Wick. What's her name? Adriana. Oh, she's fucking nice. Very nice. Like you know, stunt double Chuck Norris. I'll do Chuck Norris. No, actually, I would not fight Chuck Norris is 85. I still wouldn't fight him. And I was a kickboxer for many years in the ring. Like I went toe to toe. I did it. I would not do Chuck. He just climbed a mountain. He's 85. Chuck Norris just climbed a mountain. You fight him. I ain't gonna. That's funny enough because it's true. So guys, okay. Did you watch episode 4? If you did, I'm having some wine tonight. I haven't had wine for like 2 or 3 days. And so to your health. It's only like a half a glass I'm having. Just a half a glass. Maybe 2/3. I think 2/3, but whatever. So at the beginning of episodes, if you watched episode 4 of Starfleet Command, so I did a little bit of camera stuff too, right? I did. I'm not gonna. Why am I so hot? Sweaty. Let me put this over there. So the whole episode starts with a Chancellor address. And it starts with Stardate. I'm going to redo it. So I'm going to reenact it. I'm going to try and do the voice. Do the voice of Commander Ake. It's passionate. This is how my review of Starfleet Command episode 4 begins. Begin review now. Okay. Chancellor address, stardate 868943.8. We are 3 days into our first official space flight. Circling the Val Nebula, I am struck by its very existence. The incalculable number of atoms that had to converge in this tiny patch of seemingly infinite space. This nebula was once a star. It's called a supernova. You dumb shit. Okay, that part wasn't in it. Yeah. let me get this. Actorize. This nebula was once a star. It could not have evolved into this present day without every moment of its past. It makes me think of all of you, my cadets. The paths each of you have taken, all your life experiences, all of them. The decisions you've made that have led you to be right here, right now. Van Halen, right here, right now. Hey, right here, right now. Actorize. Composure. As you go off to class today, ask yourselves, how will you keep evolving? How will we all as our journey continues? Thank you. 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 No, please sit down. Please. Thank you. Thank you. That's how episode 4 opens. And this is how my review of episode 4 opens. You want me to do it again? Do you want me to do it again? No, you don't. As a screenwriter, so I've written so many things. Dialogue has always been one of my strongest things. The first thing about this entire episode, why does it even freaking exist? There's no tension. There's no story. There's no reason. There's no antagonist. There's no, if you want to call it protagonist, it's Jaden. Like, you couldn't think of anything better? Jaden. I'm starting to think he's a freaking Klingon hologram like Sam. Is he a Klingon hologram? Because this entire episode does not even have to exist. Like, usually how you write TV nowadays, you have 8 episodes, 10 episodes, 1 season. You have this overarching issue that presents itself. It becomes, right, it's the main story. The main story is, so you're going to write a screenplay. The first thing you do, okay, you get your notes. Season 1. What's the main conflict that the characters, the protagonist, and that will start defining your protagonist, and then you will find your antagonist. This is the main dude who is going to really just start causing everyone problems. Think Star Wars. Who is that name? It's called Darth Vader, motherfucker. It's called Darth Vader, right? Going back to the very first Star Wars, First Hope, or whatever we need to love the protagonist. This is simple. This is 101 writing, guys. This goes right back to ancient Greek stories. Look, storytelling has not changed for 3, 4, 5,000 years. And there's a reason for it. Us human beings are built to love story in a certain way. We're emotional beings. And when emotional stories are written in an emotional way that allows us. So remember back in the day, imagine the day Odyssey. Who's doing Odyssey right now? Christopher Nolan. Back in the day of 3,000 years ago, when they're writing stories, the stories that actually lived on were those ones that they had the big domes where they would speak. The stories that would captivate people were those ones that after listening to the speaker, amphitheater. They were in the, remember those huge Greek amphitheater, Greek culture. Greek culture is the basis of modern civilization. It's a basis of modern, it is historical science. Like it is, thank God for the Greeks. Thank you, Alexander the Great, for the Hellenistic period. Thank you. Thank you. But these stories back in these amphitheaters, it's no different than cinema. You had a speaker, a person. This is pure analog, right? And you had 4,000 or 5,000 people in these magnificent amphitheaters telling a story. And people would listen. This would be the night out. This would be the night out. Imagine this, right? Imagine we're 3,000 years in the history. We're listening to story. We're listening to someone telling a story. And when we leave, we remember one or two of those great stories that were just told in this amphitheater. And we go home, we tell everyone about it. We can't tell it the same way this guy just told it who wrote the story in this amphitheater. We can't tell it the same way because he had a talent for making us love the protagonist, hate the antagonist, fear that the protagonist was going to fail in his quest to defeat the antagonist. Whatever, as simplistic as it sounds, it's not. It is story science. It is called story science. And as a screenwriter, as a writer, as a novelist, as whatever you are, story science is real. There is a reason why stories have lasted and why other stories haven't. There's reasons why movies become blockbusters and why others don't. Even the ones that become blockbusters that we forget about, the ones that we remember, have the power of story. The science of story is real, my friends. It is. As a screenwriter, I have spent my lifetime, and then I believe this is why a lot of my screenplays have won hundreds of film festivals around the world, because I love story. I love the mechanics of story. If you take a look at or episode 4 of Starfleet Academy, there's no story. It's a mishmash. It is an utter mishmash of high school level. I don't even know what it is. It's like you try. It is so bad. As a trained screenwriter, you try and make sense of how this episode is so bad. It is just a clunky, right? It's clunky Lego block from one to the next. One of the big things is you cannot do this. Make note. They tell Jaden that his family might be dead in the early episode. Why do we freaking care? Why do we care? We never met his family. Why do we care? This is as bad. This is episode 4. In episode 3, you introduce Jaden's family. But his father was about as likable as diarrhea, right? The whole family was about as likable as having a morning of bout of diarrhea. You don't want it. You don't care. Thank God they're dead. I hope they're dead. Like, really, I hope you want me to care for his fucking family? His father was an ass. But they introduce what should have been so you build up the family relationship, and then you tell them they're dead. Right? That's the way it works. And you go, oh my God. No, not at Starfleet Academy. They're so stupid. These writers are so stupid. They're as fucking dumb as nails. And someone will say, Danny, be nice. I am being nice. Did I say see you next Tuesday? Okay. I don't even use that word. So they introduced your family is dead. And then they go and try and argue why we should even fucking care. Their family is about as likable as herpes. Am I allowed to say that? I don't even know. I assume herpes. I think herpes are bad, aren't they? I don't know. But It's so badass, as if they formed a group of people whose stated goal was to corrupt and destroy Trek with bad writing. It has to be purposefully done. They can't be that blind and stupid, can they? Dude, that is, wow. So I ask myself the same thing. That is, I mean, what you just said is quite profound. It is. It is. Because I ask myself, are they doing this on purpose? Such a storied franchise, a Star Trek? Holy fuck, are you kidding me? Jean-Luc Picard. Watch a couple of episodes of just go back and you know, watch Jean-Luc Picard in Next Generation. How good he was. Go back and just look at the chemistry between Kirk, Spock, Bones, and Scotty. It's magic. And then Kurtzman comes in and he just absolutely fucking destroys it. I'm telling you, he fucking destroys it. And a lot of people tell me, yo, Danny, you can't say this because you're gonna be blackballed in the industry. Look, I fucking care. I'm gonna be blackballed by a bunch of frickin' political left-wing bullshit activists that have usurped the entire. Look, I'm a science guy. I have a science channel. Dimension Zero is my science channel. I'm a science fiction writer. I write fantasy, horror, science fiction. These people are destroying, utterly massacring. Nothing's going to change with Disney. Nothing is going to change with Disney. They want Doomsday to become their, oh, we're sorry, right? South Park, sorry. Like, we're sorry we subjected you to 5 years of utter crap. And then we called you all the bad names in the book. Oh, silly us. My name is Kevin Feige. Silly me. I didn't mean, sorry. I didn't mean to call you all these bad names. While we're making all these utterly despicable, disgusting, stupid, politically motivated, activist-inspired movies. And while we called the real fans that have supported these movies for 50, 60 years, some of them, Marvel for 70 years, DC for 90 years. We know that's on the Warner side, but we're supposed to say, oh, we're so excited for Doomsday. Look, they'll put some ass in seats. They'll put some ass in seats in Doomsday. They will. But you want to go and utterly fucking destroy such a proud science-based. When you're writing a science-based screenplay, you literally start with science. You start with, okay, let's, even with Deep Space Nine, you know what they went into the wormhole. They went into the idea, like the first episodes of Deep Space Nine, they went into the idea of multiple dimension beings, right? The fact that corporeal beings, the idea that multiple dimension beings, the idea of one reality was foreign to them. If you're a sixth dimensional being or a seventh dimensional being, and then we're using time, temporal, the idea of temporal dimensions, then every outcome becomes part of their reality, as opposed to ours. Our reality becomes one outcome, right? Time moves one direction. For a sixth dimensional being, they can go anywhere. Every reality outcome, every potential reality of every outcome of every possible decision becomes their reality. They can live whatever, and the seventh dimension, eighth dimension, it all goes higher, and the idea or the potential that they could live becomes, and they are confused by the idea that, and it's so true, and I love this. Deep Space Nine. This is the first season of Deep Space Nine. They are confused. How can a being exist in your corporeal reality? They say corporeal a few times. They can't understand, how can you even exist if you only have one reality? Because their reality is that they can move backwards, forwards through every possible decision, every possible outcome. And they see it not as a timeline, as one entity. So you try and explain dimensions. You can't. A third dimensional being cannot see the fourth dimension. A fourth dimensional being, their shadow is a three-dimensional shadow. Just like our three-dimension being is a two-dimension shadow, right? If you were two-dimensional, your shadow would be one-dimensional. Your shadow, basically, it drops one dimension from... So a fourth-dimensional being would have a three-dimensional shadow, which asks the question. I'm working on a video which asks the question, are we merely the shadow of fourth-dimensional beings? Are we? This is great. This is great Star Trek stuff. This is great Star Trek. This is the shit that Star Trek was made of. Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, original Star Trek. Not Starfleet Academy. Not Starfleet Academy. Section 31. You know what the biggest revelation to me was Section 31 when they were trying to do the girl blew a bubble. So you blow a bubble, it's nice and round. So you know that these writers are so science stupid. They're so science stupid. Yes, I mean that. Thank you. These screenwriters are so science stupid that they thought real science fiction, well, let's just make it a heart. They blow a bubble and it's a heart. Oh, that's so science fiction. Oh my God, it's so science fiction. Fuck off. Take your Section 31 and your $12 million you paid to Michelle. Hey, Michelle, look, I salute Michelle. You want me to do the role for $12 million? I'll do the role for $12 million too. I'll do Section 31. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. Okay, right. So I'm not holding back. I'm not fucking holding back. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of these fucking people. I grew up with this stuff. I'm 58 years old, okay? I grew up with Star Trek. I'm sick and tired of these fucking people. And then they try and argue back. Oh, no, this is Star Trek. Fuck you, it is. This is about as much Star Trek. Well, I couldn't think of a metaphor. There is zero Star Trek in this. Zero. This is an abomination. This is a desecration. This is an absolute... I wouldn't torture myself with watching STSFA, but I'm loving how bad it's failing. Don't watch it. Mr. Cellophane Heart. Don't watch it. I will do a video. I think I'm going to do a video, Boycott Star Trek. It is the only way. Now, look, I think it's in the numbers. It's in the numbers. Look, when people hate stuff, they hate it. It's so bad, it's as if they formed a group of people whose stated goal was to corrupt and destroy Trek with bad writing. No, not even bad. You're being nice with bad writing. You are. You're my friend. It has to be purposefully done. They can't be that blind and stupid, can they? I agree. It can't be. The problem is, when you're a science fiction writer, so I am a science fiction writer, I will create something based on a science fiction or a science theory. Let's say the idea that the universe may be infinite. Let's explore that with some sort of a science fiction movie. Okay? Then I'll come up with some characters, the premise, the idea, the plot, the antagonist. What's the goal they're trying to work for? What's the antagonist trying to stop them from achieving? All based around the universe is infinite. It's called science fiction. But what these fucking doughheads do, these grade 9 level, did you take English? Yeah, I got up to grade 9 level English writing. So I'm pretty. Does pretty have 2 T's or 1 T? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. No, you're in. You're hired. Done, you're in. TREK is supposed to make you think and ponder, my friend. Even the early episodes of Deep Space Nine. They put you in a place that we're like, whoa. From a dimension wormhole standpoint. That's the premise of Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry, if he woke up and said, what is going on? They make you ponder and think quandaries that you would never otherwise. Right. Just like Twilight Zone and Outer Limits, good examples. They make it all about drama and zero cerebral. It's all about Melrose Place. It's all about social. Now, even their social stuff is so bad, right? What was the one scene? I got notes. There was the one scene, I even wrote it down. Do you remember when Jaden was in his room? He just stormed off the stage and he was like, oh my God. Look, that was the worst acting by that Jaden actor ever. This was such bad acting. Like, seriously, I'm sorry to say it, bro. The acting was so freaking bad. I am Klingon. I am Jaden. I am Klingon. Apekepe ulpekcha. Apakekel ulpekcha. Apakekel ulpekcha. Apakekel ulpekcha. You remember that one? Do you remember that one? I had to write it down. I wrote it down. Apekape ulpekcha. And literally, that became his motivation. But he walks in, right? So look, I was a kickboxer for 8 years, right? So I was in the ring, you know. I did my time. I got my punches in. I got my face punched too. You can tell by this nose. This nose. Dorm walks in. How many people do this? Like, seriously, how many people do this? Hit me. What? Hit me. Okay. If they gave this screenplay to me or this script to me, hey, Danny. Yeah. Can you read the screenplay? Just give me your idea. Okay, sure. Okay. So I'm going to try and get this right. So Darren walks in. He just opens the door. He walks in. And he just says, hit me. And then Jaden turns around and goes, what? What did you say? Hit me. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm motherfucking fucking pow. There you go, mofo. How'd that feel, right? How'd that feel? Feel good? Otherwise, but it doesn't, it turns into apekepe ulpecha. Che, cha. That's what the scene turned into. And then we have Laura Thok. After that, Laura Thok comes to the rescue. Oh, again, this is all about speeches. This entire Star Trek, it's not Star Trek. This entire Starfleet Command, Starfleet, I can't even remember the name, Starfleet Academy. I was about to say a word. God didn't say it. This is yeah. So the whole thing starts with so it starts with chicken shit, right? Starts with there's a debate in here. What's with the debate? I don't even understand. Look, as a screenwriter, I try and understand what are you trying to achieve with the episode. You're achieving nothing with the episode. The first thing is you don't give the payoff before you've built for the payoff. Oh, I think like the Klingons are like refugees, right? And then they have a fake battle at the end, right? Let's get right to the end. Why are we waiting? You got the fake battle. The fake battle. that somehow, because Jaden left his room and went back to the podium of the debate stage, somehow he said enough words that got an armada of Klingon warships with six Federation ships to converge on that planet, right? Like, we're giving you a free planet. Go. We are warriors. We do not accept free stuff. That's basically what it was. We are warriors. You want the rest of my KFC? Okay. All right. Hey, wait, I thought you didn't accept free stuff. Only KFC. We only accept KFC. All right, I get it. Oh, that's cool. But somehow, Jaden's speech at the very, he comes back after, like, oh my God, how the fuck do these people get jobs as screenwriters? How the fuck do you get a job as a screenwriter? This is the worst frickin' screenwriting. As a screenwriter, even my friends, we text. How do you get a job with this garbage that you're putting out there? After Dharam goes into his room, he goes, Apekepe ulpecha. I am ready. Tell him I'm coming back out. It's kind of like Arnold, right? He's a little bit arty. Tell him I'm coming back out. I'm coming back out to break them in two. Then he has a speech. Look, Klingon is tough. Klingon will decide for Klingon. Klingon is Klingon, and Klingon will be Klingon, decided by the Klingon. Okay, what? What the fuck did I just hear? Doesn't matter, because an entire Klingon fleet, because Holly Hunter at 4'9" once had a sexual relationship. How do I do this? Once had a sexual relationship with a Klingon that was twice her size. Could I fit this into the mobile side? I just making sure the mobile side. Like, I know the long form side is saying, what the fuck is wrong with Danny? I'm trying to fit this in for the mobile side. And I did it. So Holly Hunter is here, and they had a sexual relationship in the past, right? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. They had a sexual relationship in the past, but somehow, due to the podium, I don't know, like, as a screenwriter, I'm trying to go, it's so stupid. It kind of like, it can't work, can it? Like, so the Federation and the Klingons meet off at planet, I got it written down here somewhere. It doesn't matter. New planet Klingon. And they get into this fake fight. The only thing that was missing, I didn't see Commander Ake do the old, curl up on the commander's chair. She actually sat there like a commander. Right? Like a real fucking Starfleet commander. They had a fake fight. I don't get it. They had a fake fight, and it was all resolved. And I think her and then the Klingon, Commander Ake and the Klingon went, meet me back at my place, because I'm going to screw the hell out of you tonight, baby. Yeah. That's probably what happened after that, right? I don't know. Look, as a screenwriter, I try and fill in the blanks myself. That's what I try and do as a screenwriter. As a screenwriter, oh my God, I don't know what you're trying to achieve. Like, someone said, Danny, rewrite this. Okay, what do you, like, here's the whole screenplay. What are you trying to achieve with this? I don't even understand what am I rewriting? Who's the protagonist? Who's the antagonist? Like, what's the story? What's the conflict? What's the tension? What are we trying to achieve with this frickin'? There's nothing was achieved with episode 4 except for speeches. Look, when you're writing a script or a screenplay, emotion is the biggest thing. What's the easiest emotion? When you're writing a screenplay, what's the easiest emotion to show? Did you say anger? Yes, it's fucking easy. It's how I feel with Alex Kurtzman taking over Star Trek. I don't feel anger. I don't get angry. Like, I'm actually a nice guy. Like, a lot of people I am anti-woke because woke represents an insertion of political ideology within the storytelling concepts. That's why I don't like woke. Because it represents an ideology that is inserted into the storytelling process. You can say it's political. Oh, fuck yeah, whatever. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It's not political. You people that want to make it political, get the fuck out of Star Trek. Get your asses out of Star Wars. Get your ass out of these franchises that people spent 80 years building, like Marvel. 80 years. 3 or 4 generations of people built Marvel, lived and died back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. People were writing stories, building comic books, building this shit for people to come in now and infuse their goddamn stupid political ideology into shit that it doesn't need to be. I don't care what your political ideology is. Go put it somewhere else. Go on the street. But you don't need it in Star Trek. You don't need it in Star Trek. Star Trek is about freaking science. It's about science. Science. I would take the entire cast of Starfleet Academy and ask them to spell the word science. Spell the word supernova. It's hard for me. And I know, like before I go on air, I tell them, Danny, just, don't go off in the handle. What do? I usually end up going off in the handle because I'm passionate about this. I'm sick and tired of these fucking blowhards taking this shit that I've watched for 5 decades. 5 decades I've watched Star Trek. And these freaking amateur, no fucking nothing about, this is Melrose Place in space. If you want to write Melrose Place, write Melrose Place on Melrose Avenue. Don't take it to Star Trek. Alex Kurtzman, okay, everyone just hold up. I'll just say one thing. Alex Kurtzman, go fuck yourself. Okay? Go fuck yourself. You are such a bad storyteller. You know fucking nothing about Star Trek. You know nothing about basic storytelling. As a screenwriter, as an English major, as someone who has written fucking screenplays, you know fucking nothing about Star Trek. You know nothing about the lore. You know nothing about what makes the heart of Star Trek beat. Ask any of the cast members who Captain Kirk was on Starfleet Academy. Captain who? Captain who? Isn't it enough? When is enough enough? I've had enough. But there's 4 more episodes. There's four more episodes. And I watch interviews of Kurtzman. Paramount deserves everything. Everything. It's gotten to the point, you know what, guys? Newsflash. I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Or a sip of wine. Hold on. There was a time a few days ago where I thought, Paramount buying Warner Brothers might be okay. Fuck that. If David Ellison, you got the balls, you got no fucking nuts. David Ellison, you were born into a fucking billionaire family and you got no nuts. You got no balls. You got no balls to stand up for a franchise that you own. That you fucking own. You have every authority. But you're just a billionaire's boy, right? You got no fucking know-it-all about nothing. The worst thing that could happen to Warner is Paramount buys it. The second worst thing is that Netflix buys it. Now, they already own Star Trek. The point is, do you want Paramount, you want these people owning Lord of the Rings? Guys, Think about this. Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm trying to like Harry Potter. I am. I'm trying to like it. Dune. You know what Dune's going to turn into? Imagine Alex Kurtzman's Dune. Could you fucking imagine Alex Kurtzman's Dune? Apekepe uchepa. Akapeke uchepa. Akapeke uche. I thought they were gonna kiss, right? Did you see? Jaden and Darv, like I thought they were like this close. I thought they were gonna kiss. Fuck me. We don't deserve this. What do we do? What did we do? As Star Trek fans, what did we do? We watch your garbage and then you just come and you just Sunset Bunny says, I should pre-screen some of these things. Wow, you look like Steve Jobs? I look like Steve Jobs? I've never had that before. Sunset Bunny. I want to know what a Sunset Bunny looks like. That's what I want to do. Miss those cellophane hard. Science fiction from the 40s, 50s is better than, oh, dude. Now, let me finish your then what they write in 2026, the literal, because back then they were dreaming, right? They were dreaming. They only had the tool. When they were storytelling back in the 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, they were storytelling with the tools that they had at their disposal. The storytelling techniques, the limited black and white filmmaking. Storytelling continues to evolve. But storytelling is the most profound. Storytelling, it's the one thing that carries over the millennia. Stories. We see it on cave walls. What did the ancients write on their cave walls? Stories. What do we remember most about our childhood? Stories. 1,000 years ago when they sat around fires. 1,000 years ago, they were probably, they were probably talking about they probably had the King Arthur tales. That's probably when King Arthur started. Excalibur. You guys watch the movie Excalibur? Rewatch it this weekend. Fucking great movie. Excalibur. When Sir Lancelot comes at the very end, and he dies of the old wound. It's never healed. Tell me you didn't have a tear for that. Come on. Supernova. Sunset Bunny. Too easy. Next. I don't know what those refer to. Okay, I'm with you, Bunny. I listened. I like, yeah. So, look, basically when you go through season episode, I hope there's not a season. Could you imagine there's a season 4 of Starfleet Academy? Could you imagine? But basically, when you go through, the flashbacks were horrible. They were abysmal. It was so bad. I don't even know, like, if I was the editor and I got these, if I was the editor and I got these, it's like, okay, what do you want me to do with these? Can I get the director in here and tell me, what do you want me to do with, really? Just make them mad, make everyone angry, make everyone throw things and get angry. The flashbacks are so painful. If you're going to do flashbacks, you need to do those in the first episode, the second episode, the third episode, because they started with the payoff, right? Again, and I've mentioned this earlier on. I'll re-mention it. From a screenwriting perspective, oh, your parents died. Okay, why do we care? We have no emotional attachment. We've never met them. Who cares? And then we find out that he doesn't even like his parents. Okay, double down. We care even less. So as a screenwriter, I'm like, so if they hired me to review the script, I'm like, guys. None of this. Okay, now you want us to feel for Jaden because his parents died, but we haven't even met them. And then you spend the entire episode convincing us that they're basically assholes, right? So we don't even like them. It's like, what, they fucking died. Like, oh shit, they lived. Then you're like the end, they'd say that, oh damn, what, they lived? Damn. Because they were assholes. Jaden's parents, them's good old fashioned. I don't even understand. And guys, you have to look. I'm going to be real, Danny. If you have, and this also goes to like Lord of the Rings, the orcs and, the Klingons could not exist as they are. Here you have, they've got they got a teepee. They've got a teepee, and when they pull the bow out, did you see the bow? The rope, like the rope is like boing. It has no tension to it. I noticed that right away. And in filmmaking, in TV and movies, when you see stuff like that, and the prop has, so if it's a bow, it needs tension. Did you see the bow? It just flops like a little string, like boom, 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 boom. That says everything to me. But you're telling me, so they got a little teepee there. They got a one-person tent set up. But this is a highly advanced civilization, but they're still building teepees, and they're still, they got, they literally went to Adobe stock, and they got one, for like, it cost like $8 to get the one visual of a hawk. It wasn't even an eagle, it was a hawk flying. That's the kuka buka baka baka buku buku. You must kill it. And then you must, okay, what? Okay, here's the bow with no tension on the rope. But then they fly off in the spaceship, and Jaden's left with the teepee, right? With the campfire and the teepee. So you're telling me, oh my God, you're telling me this race has warp technology, and you're doing like it. It also goes to J.R.R. Tolkien. If you've got orcs, and they're in Mordor, you've got 20,000 orcs in there. Imagine what it takes to feed that army. What does it take to feed 20,000 orcs? You would have to have orc cooks. You'd have to have orc farmers. You'd have to have orc preparers. You'd have to have orc. They can't all be warriors. Some of those orcs have got to be cooks. They got to be prepping. They got to be, taking. You can't be going out and stealing all the food. How do you feed the orcs? The very idea that Mordor was a charred wasteland. How are you feeding these fucking people? It doesn't make any sense. Now, look, movies and TV shows, books, novels weren't designed to be 100% real. But novels have a bigger responsibility because you have endless amounts of pages. In a screenplay, look, if the studio says 2 hours, that's 120 pages max. Each screenplay is one page equals 1 minute. You have very little time in a movie. If you're doing 45-minute episodes plus credits equals 60 minutes, it's 45 pages. That's not, look, dialogue. The dialogue in episode 4 was so bad. Oh my God, guys, everything is about anger. Everything is about, let's bring it right to tension. Let's not set up the tension. Let's not set up characters. Let's not set up motivation as to why they feel something. So Caleb, who was basically a criminal his whole life, is the best debater? How does a person who was a criminal their entire life become the best debater? He even makes, did you guys see? He even made the master debater joke. Did you see that? He made the master debater joke. I wrote that down somewhere. Where did I write it down? Motherfucker, where is it? That's on this, but yeah, he made the map right in front of Genesis, and Genesis slaps him. I'm a debater. I'm a master debater. Okay, right on. This is the screenwriting prowess of these fucking buffoons. This is like, you know what? I was talking with someone. I won't say who. I won't say who it was. Right. I was talking to someone, and I'm not sure why I didn't come. This is literally like if I wrote first draft. Here's the screenplay, first draft. That's exactly what this feels like. Someone wrote first draft, right? First draft is always like, you know, after first draft, there's going to be another 40 or 50 rewrites coming. Even call it 20, 25 rewrites. If it's a TV show, it's 45 pages. 10 to 15 rewrites. Easily. First draft. It's like Paramount. It's like Dave Ellison, right? It looks good to me. Hey, Alex Kurtman, how's it look? Is there gay stuff in it? Is there enough gay stuff in? Okay, well, we can print. Let's go with this copy. Okay, good. I don't know what else to say. I'm being as nice as I can. I am being nice. People say, Danny, be nice. I am being freaking nice. "2026 and people's tastes have devolved into an average." Oh, I was just thinking that too. The de-evolution of what people might think is good. It's the de-evolution of the human mind into, on average, only desiring and enjoying carnal, animalistic violence and sex as entertainment, it seems. Wait, that doesn't sound too bad. What? I know. No, it's simplicity. It's the dumbing down of society. Society, like, really? But I'm going to go to Rotten Tomatoes. Look, I didn't touch all the point. Character motivation. We can touch on character motivation in this episode. There is none. This is an absolute mishmash, retarded high school level writing of English that is so fucking void of any. Can I say this once again? Episode 4 in the entire Starfleet Academy is fucking grade 9 level English level writing that is devoid of any sophistication regarding motivation, character development, creating plot. Nothing exists in this absolute abysmal 9th grade level of writing. I mean, it's like, what's the, you know what the embarrassing part is? It's literally feel like someone, like one of my friend's grade 9 students came and said, "Hey, review this." Okay. You want me to, okay, what? You want me to go live on YouTube and review this grade 9 level script? Yeah. This is Starfleet Academy. This is what makes it so absolutely fucking offensive. I'm reviewing a child's work with Starfleet Academy. I am reviewing a fucking child's work. You want me, you Dominic Dad? What the fuck was that? Christopher Butler, I hope you're laughing with me, not at me. If you're laughing at me, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with people laughing at me. I am. Because if you're laughing at me, then I'm laughing with you. I am. Look, one of the best things, if you're going to laugh at people, you better be okay with people laughing at you and laugh along, because it's just as funny. Because when we do shit as people and people laugh at you, it's funny. Sometimes I watch myself in reruns. I gotta watch what I did. I gotta watch what I did yesterday. Holy shit, I gotta watch. I laugh at me. I get it. So no, I'm not old. Dominic, I'm not old enough to be your dad. I'm not. It's so bad it's as if it's from some bizarro dimension. Yes. I like review episode 4 of Starfleet Academy. Okay, what? Now I'm a junior high school teacher. Now I'm a junior high school teacher. Review. I didn't go to university. I didn't write multiple award-winning screenplays or spend doing the shit that I did. Reviewing grade 9 level fucking scripts. This is what I feel like doing Starfleet Academy. Well, no, like I'm serious. I need a father. So do I. Well, Dominic, so do I. You think I'm old enough to be a dad? I need a dad. Have you been watching me for the last hour and 18 minutes? If there's anyone that needs a father, it's me. Dominic. Or father figure. Well, I mean, you could look, Dominic, you could pop on any time. Subscribe, come on. I'll be your friend. You want to ask a question? I'm here. I'm down. We're going to be adding 2 new shows next week, live shows on Poprageous. Next week, I'm going to be announcing it on Saturday night. Poprageous live, it's Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Gonna break we're breaking the rules, man. We're breaking the rules. Not really. Christopher Butler, X-Men, you're good. Krillin Chrysalis. Thank you, my brother. I think. Carter Bay says, remember me. I never forget a pretty face. You have a C. You have a C. So if I see a C, it's Carter Bay. Mr. Cellophane Heart. Hollywood wrote them all out of our lives, quite literally, in a way. Yes. Yes. I'm sick and tired of it. When I say, if I wasn't reviewing it, I would not be watching it. Don't watch it. Don't buy anything from Star Trek. Nothing. Don't, you're wasting your time watching it. You are. Just watch people who review it. There's lots of people that review stuff all over the internet, right? All over YouTube. Don't watch it. Don't. I hate, the worst thing about fucking watching this grade 9 level slop called Starfleet Academy is that they get one tick, I watch it twice. They get two watches out of me. That's what I hate. This filth, this garbage, this slop, this fucking utterly. And David Ellison, where's my silver spoon? I was born to a billionaire, and I don't even have the schnazzers to walk down the hall and tell Alex Kurtzman, you're fired. You're fired, motherfucker. You know what I would do? Right into Alex Kurtzman's eyes. You're fucking fired. Pack your shit and get out. No blink. No fucking blink. You don't got the balls to do it, and you want to buy Warner? You think we're excited about you buying Warner so you could do this to Lord of the Rings? David Ellison? Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, I can't wait till you put Alex Kurtzman in charge of Lord of the Rings. Oh, fuck, that's going to be great. Oh, I can't wait. Put him in charge of Harry Potter. Put him in charge of Dune. The Harkonnens are actually a male gay society. They're a male gay society. The Harkonnens. They're all gay. They like I don't even care. I have friends that are gay. I don't fucking care. Are my gay friends heterophobic? Are my gay friends heterophobic? I even ask them, hey guys, you heterophobic? Are you scared of straight people? No. And I'm not scared of gay people. Carter, what is that? What is that under there? I don't know. What under what? Like, I'm just being honest, right? Like, I might say stuff that everyone is fucking thinking. I have nothing against anybody. I just want a good fucking story. I don't need the shit, the slop, the fucking feces that I'm being fed by Starfleet Academy. I don't need... What did we do to deserve this shit called Starfleet Academy? I wish Gene Roddenberry... Where is Gene Roddenberry's family? If I was the son of Gene Roddenberry, if I was the grandson of Gene Roddenberry, oh, fuck. I'd have a bullhorn the size of... It'd be a big bullhorn. Say it right. Cry lid, eyelid, cry this. You can make it. You can make it up. Manifest. I can make it. Okay. That's So I've written so many screenplays. I've written TV shows. I have friends that are very talented as screenwriters. If you took English in university, creative writing, if you took any creative writing courses, any creative writing courses, and you watch Starfleet Academy, if you've taken any sort of training, if you're a screenwriter and you watch this slop, this garbage, I mean, I have not even gone through all my points. This episode does not even have to exist. I mean, I started off this entire review with the Chancellor's address. We are 3 days into our first official space flight, circling the Val Nebula, right? Some of the stupidity, this is how you know there's no science, there's no science fiction involved with these people. This nebula was once a star. No fucking shit. Like, this nebula was once a star. It's called a supernova. So you're trying to use the most simple and basic stuff. So they're starting off the episode trying to sound science. It could not have evolved into this present without every moment of its past. Well, that's literally every freaking thing that exists today. Everything that is today, based on the idea of entropy, right? We're all subject to entropy. We can't get away from it. It gets smarter. This opening monologue of the Chancellor's episode 4. I'm talking episode 4, Starfleet Academy. It makes me think of all you, my cadets. My cadets. Actually, earlier on, this is the line that I was looking for. I am struck by its very existence. Shh. In the class, please, quiet. Can I say this? Quiet. The incalculable number of atoms that had to converge in this tiny patch of seemingly infinite universe. This nebula was once a star. How many atoms do you think are in our bodies? How many atoms? Trillions, right? How many atoms in our body? Oh, we'll go AI mode. Let's do AI mode. 7 octillion atoms, okay? Just in our bodies. So she doesn't even have to talk about. Listen, Commander Ake. Listen, you stupid fucking screenwriters. You stupid, dumbass, novice level, sub 80 IQ screenwriters of Starfleet Academy. And yes, I am being nice. I am being nice. The incalculable number of atoms that had to converge in this tiny patch of seemingly infinite universe. Octillions of atoms had to converge just in our fucking bodies. This is how stupid science is. There's no science in this. This is stupid science. This is stupid fucking science. There's no science. Star Trek Next Generation started with science. Watch the first episode. Watch the first episode of Deep Space Nine. What does it start with? What's his name? Picard. Picard is Borg, destroying Sisko's ship, right? What was Picard's name as the Borg? I forgot his name. That's how it starts. Borg Picard destroys Sisko's ship, and along with it, Sisko's wife dies. And then the very next scene, Picard comes with, or not the next scene, but in the same episode, Picard comes with the Enterprise. And you've just had Jean-Luc Picard, Borg, be responsible for the death, even though, the two are separate characters. But that is strong storytelling. That is the start of Deep Space Nine. Rich guys likes Trump. Lacudius? Was that his name? That wasn't his name, was it? What was Picard's Borg name? Locutus. Locutus the Borg. Locutus. Locutus the Borg. That's how Deep Space Nine starts. So if you want screenwriters that know fucking anything about writing, these screenwriters know nothing about writing. Writing is, look, Odysseus, Christopher Nolan, one of the oldest, most storied, can I say this? The most storied stories of all time. When I first saw what Christopher Nolan was doing to Odysseus, I was like, oh, geez. I've seen more, and I go, okay, you know what? This might be okay. This might be okay. But when you go back to antiquity and storytelling over the years, why has Merlin and King Arthur survived for centuries? Ask yourself, have you ever asked a simple question? Why is a story like King Arthur? Because it represents so many basic ideals that we are inspired by. Watch do yourselves, I will do this myself as well. Watch Excalibur this weekend. Remember what great storytelling is. Watch Excalibur. 1982? Watch Conan the Barbarian. 1980? Conan the Barbarian. The best soundtrack, I'm telling you, man. It's the best soundtrack out there. Dun 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 dun. I get every time I hear that. Are you guys the same way? Every time you hear that Conan, I get like my entire back, every hair of my back just stands up. I'm like, give me a sword. Give me a sword. Am I right? Oh, that is movies, guys. That's what movies are. That feeling you get from a soundtrack. Conan the Barbarian. And then when his father is talking to him, Crom, you know, this you can trust, you know. That when his father pulled his sword up, this you can trust. That said everything about Conan we needed to hear about, you know, flesh and steel. Brilliant movie. Conan the Barbarian is just so really. Thorgrim with that fucking hammer. You know, he's got that fucking hammer. The guy is like 6'5", that actor. He played in Gladiator. He played the those who are about to die, I salute you. That was Thorgrim from Conan the Barbarian. Fucking awesome. Awesome. This is awesome shit. We don't get another Gladiator. That's it. We don't get any more Gladiators. Go back and watch Gladiator, because we don't get that anymore. We won't get that anymore, because Alex Kurtzman and J.J. Abrams and all these fuckheads are involved. Oh, Kevin Feige. All right, Wonder Man. You guys see Wonder Man? Saturday night, I'm reviewing Wonder Man. Saturday night. A Kevin Feige production. You really want to put your fucking name on Wonder Man? Have you watched Wonder Man? Don't watch Wonder Man. Come to watch Poprageous live at Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, Saturday night. I will tell you all about Wonder Man. I watched it, okay? I watched it. Don't watch it. Don't give him a tick for the Nielsen ratings. Don't give Starfleet Academy a tick for the Nielsen ratings. Let me or someone else tell you about it. As a Christian, I don't support gay, but I am a sinner too. And if it serves an actual purpose in a story, it is fine or tolerable. Well, and the thing is, look, there's lots of opinions, right, that need to be sort of put out there. And Christian, agnostic, atheist, I'm not going to say Muslim because that might be a little bit too far removed. I have read the Quran or parts of the Quran. Yeah, so I have. Look, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Trump number one, I guess. Triogi? But forcing it in everywhere drives me crazy, and it's tasteless. It is tasteless. It is not storytelling. It's politically driven. Look, activists need to activate ideas, right? Where did the word activist come from? They activate ideas. Their purpose is to supplant an idea and activate that idea within your mind. Activist. Here's an idea that you might not agree with. I'm going to try and supplant that and then activate it. That makes me an activist. I don't care about what your fucking ideas are, especially not in franchises that I fucking grew up with. You don't need to hire grade 9 students to write your Starfleet Academy scripts. Paramount has ruined Star Trek. Disney has, GTO music, brother. Yeah. Yes. And David Ellison, silver spoon in your mouth, born to a fucking billionaire. You were born into a $300 billion dad. You want to buy Warner after allowing this garbage? At least David Zaslav had the balls to say no to Batgirl. You know what? Cancel it. But sir, that's 120 million. I don't care. Cancel it. At least David Zaslav had the schnazzers to say, fuck it. We'll write it off. I like David Zaslav. He's the only guy that has canceled this garbage. And you want to look, giving these properties to Netflix is not going to fly through the DOJ. It's not going to fly through in Europe. I guaranteed it's not going to go through Europe. It won't. They will have to separate. They will have to sell off Lord of the Rings. They'll have to sell off a lot of these high-end properties. It's not good. It's not going to happen. If anyone buys Warner, let it be Universal. I mean, that is fucking painful to say. I'm sick of, look, I worked on Wall Street for a lot of years. A lot of years I worked on Wall Street. I was a market maker and economic analyst. Enough. No more companies buying companies, buying companies. We don't need $10 trillion companies. We already have $4 trillion companies, okay? We don't need any more, especially media. Especially media. Force Warner to survive as its own entity. That's what's best for us, the people. That's what's best for us, the consumer. Entropy, D's nuts. I don't know. Also, casting stroke faced Holly Hunter can't be anything but a deliberate attempt to sabotage. Oh, Holly Hunter is terrible. Holly Hunter is terrible in this. She's terrible. As a matter of fact, all the casting, the acting is terrible in this entire thing. Look, bad scripts make bad actors. You read the scripts. You took the gig. Trump. Dimension Zero TV. Yeah, brother Christopher. That's the science channel. That's my science channel. I just released a video on Jupiter today. Beneath the clouds of Jupiter. Yeah. Charlie Kirk. Guys. Charlie Kirk. Can I say something about Charlie Kirk? All you have to do, look, 9/11. The fact that there were 80 cameras on the Pentagon. A plane didn't hit the Pentagon, okay? The story is not the real story. There's a different story. Charlie Kirk. There's not one drop of blood anywhere. Oh, can I say that? Not one drop of the plasma. When they're carrying him to the car, he has got angel white shoes on, angel white t-shirt. Nobody, there's no stain anywhere. What you're watching is manufactured reality. If you want to be scared of something, it's the government creating manufactured reality. Be scared of that, because that's what they just did with CK. Bring Charlie Kirk back. I don't think he's dead. Sorry, I don't think he's dead. How do you cover up a crime scene 2 days after a crime scene? Is if it's not a crime scene. It's not a crime scene. That's how they did it. It wasn't a crime scene. I'm gonna put this up just because it makes a LGBTQ plus friendly live. Subscribe for trans, like for pans, comment pronouns. I am an it. I've decided my pronoun is an it and a that. I am it and that. I take offense if you call me anything other than it or that. Oh, geez, do I? I don't know. Christopher Butler, thanks for the play. Sometimes chat. I let a lot go in chat. I do. Arguably, I let too much go in chat. But when it becomes too much degrading any group, I don't care what group it is, right? You can have fun in chat without being going too far. So is it worse than episode 3? Is episode 4 worse than episode 3? It's close. It's even. I think it's even with episode 3. I noticed, let me pull up. Yeah, I want to pull up. I wanted to pull up. Which one should I pull up? I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up Starfleet Academy. So let's do this. Let's do this, my friends. So here we see the latest. Let me refresh this. The latest in Starfleet Academy, 4.2. I think I gave it a 3. It was either a 3 or a 4. I gave it a 3. That's my score. So if we now, what I always like doing, you know what? Actually, let me do Rotten Tomatoes first, because this is actually a point that I do want to make, and it deals with Rotten Tomatoes and the shill BS. Do I have? Where is it here? Oh, I gotta get, geez. I gotta pull up there we go. So 88, look at 88%. The critics, 88%. What does that tell you? There was a time where critics were actually independent critics. There was a time, Siskel and Hebert, you couldn't pay them off. You couldn't pay off Siskel and Hebert. Hebert. Lawrence Boyce from Sci-Fi Now. Sci-Fi Now. 4 out of 5. These are actual critics. But what makes someone a critic? Are you a screenwriter? Have you worked in the industry? Do you have some sort of background in English or some sort of writing background? No, these are paid shills. These are paid people. Because when you have a 43% score for the viewer and an 88% score from the critics, Jim Provenzano, Bay Area reporter. Oh, there you go. A Bay Area reporter, right? School's in session for a new class. I got to move this over here. Of space cadets in Star Trek Starfleet Academy, the latest series from oh my God. Oh my God. You know, the fact that you are tying Gene Roddenberry to this filth, garbage, trash, grade 9 level. Dustin Rolls. It works, at least for my soft sci-fi brain. It's fun, heartfelt, and refreshingly easy to navigate. And look, my 6-year-old can understand. And so that's why I enjoy it. The sets are brighter, the dialogue is sharper, with more expletives than expected from the elders as well as the kids, and the character development is strong across the board. Oh my God. NPR, the character development is strong across the board. This is... Seven out of 10 from Grant Watson. Is it perfect? Definitely not. 7 out of 10. Oh my God. But it's always nice for a series to actively want its audience to have a good time. Do you think any series goes out there and doesn't want their audience to have a good time, you stupid dumbass Grant Watson? The fiction machine. Stupid is what stupid does. Now, Grant, I'm not calling you stupid, but I am calling you stupid. The only thing you should be in charge of is a set of Lego blocks, coloring books. Polly Conway says 4 out of 5. This fantastic series has the energy, Trek fans. That's what I was hoping for. Always hope for when a new series is announced. Oh my God, so much energy. I love it. It's lively, has a diverse cast. I always judge. I want DEI. I want DEI, motherfucker. Of spirited characters, and stays true to the adventurous spirit of earlier classic shows and movies. Oh my God, can you believe this? And stays true. Look at all these. These are all people that are supposed to be out there criticizing, look, when you're criticizing, critiquing something, you look for why it's not good. Right? Why is this deficient? Where is it deficient? 3 out of 5, Nicola. Well, she's still 3 out of 5 is 60%. Entertaining but uneven, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is a mixed bag, and the CW-esque angsty teen drama certainly won't be for everyone. Certainly not for most people, Nicola. You've never watched fucking Star Trek, have you? Especially those who aren't a fan of the more emotionally fueled Discovery. Oh my God. Take the wilder frontier of Star... These people know nothing about Star Trek. Starfleet Academy is not a particularly serious story. When the show wants to be funny, it is. Really? It's funny when they try and be serious is what is funny. Star Trek Starfleet Academy is a perfectly entertaining entry into the now 60-year-old franchise, punctuated by fun performances by Hunter and Giamatti. No, they're embarrassing. They're fucking embarrassing. This is a disgusting piece of filth, trash, Star Trek, Melrose Place wannabe. And yes, I am being nice again. Kurtzman Landau seemed pulled between wanting to service the ethos of Star Trek franchise and the nuts and bolts of a school set comedy in the vein of the sex life of college girls. Now that's kind of a little closer, Gregory Newson. I guess you're probably not going to get your brown bag of cash. Oh, there's C-. Almost every aspect of series YA falls flat, from negligible cast chemistry to a lifeless central romance. But what really stings is the show's disinterest in its young characters' perspectives. We had that romantic interest with Caleb and that girl who beat him at basketball. Nothing means anything. You watch a show, nothing means anything. So this episode, you don't even know what's supposed to mean anything. It's just like a one-off. Okay, why was I supposed to be interested in anything that happened in episode 4? In anything. Oh my God. Hollywood Reporter. In their warmth and brightness and magnetism, Starfleet Academy has a crew worth following to the ends of the universe. Angie Hahn, come here. Excuse my directness, but you're a fucking idiot. You are. How much money do they give you? Or what sort of, do they allow you to use certain things in your videos that they don't allow other people to use? Long clips. You get like early viewings or something. Because you got to be dumb as a nail. Have zero education when it comes to storytelling, creative writing, anything. I am being nice. Anyway, Elijah, go. Hey, yeah. Oh my God, it goes on. This is literally how I frustrate myself. This is how I frustrate myself. I don't even think I want to go to, I don't want to some comments. It's sad people make their whole lives about something so simple and unsophisticated as how they catch or receive what a shallow existence. Yeah, well, it would be like, as a screenwriter, I'm a screenwriter. So if someone asked me to, look, Danny, you're going to write a episode of Bridgerton. Is it what, Bridgerton? You want me to write an episode of? I've never watched Bridgerton. I don't know. I don't know what the. I mean, if you want me to, I got to do some research because I got to understand why the fans of Bridgerton watch Bridgerton. That would be my first inkling, right? Why do the people love this show? That's my first thing as a screenwriter. I got to understand why people love this show. If you're trying to ask me to write outside of my genre. So if I write hospital dramas and Melrose Place, and you say, hey, Danny, write me some Star Trek. I said, whoa, wait a sec. I got to first do some research into why people watch Star Trek. Like I gotta understand why people are into Star Trek, and like what is it about the story process that they love about Star Trek? Otherwise, but they don't do that. They just take their Melrose Place shit and throw it into Star Trek. It has nothing to do with Star Trek. It's only Star Trek by name, right? It has nothing to do with Star Trek. It's like episode 4 of Starfleet Academy. Everything's over dramatized. Everyone's reacting to an extreme. Everyone's exploding. And you're like, why are you getting so angry over it? Like, as the viewer, you're asking yourself, why is Klingon guy, first off, you got him talking like this all episode long, and he's only talking like this, and he says one thing, and he says it in one monotone voice. And that, look, that might be the intent of the character. You can't fucking do that on TV. It doesn't work, okay? It does not work. It's such bad acting. It was such bad acting on the part. Like, sorry, dude, Jaden, whatever the actor is, that was a fucking embarrassing piece of work. Episode 4, it was. That was bad work. Everybody. Now, bad scripts do create bad actors. They do. That's how you get bad. How do you get bad? Bad scripts will do that. They'll turn the best actor into a piece of shit performance. That's why actors are very particular. They want to read the script. Can I read the script before I sign on to this? Wonder Man, Saturday night, guys. Come back Saturday night. I'm doing a review. I watched all 8 episodes of Wonder Man. I did. Saturday night. Poprageous live. It's Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Stop by. I don't know how people write this stuff. I don't know. Did I finish that? Yeah, I did. Dominic, if you can't be my father figure, can you be a friend, someone I can talk to? I'm going through a lot right now. I just need someone to talk to. I can't really. Dude, you're putting a lot of responsibility on me for someone I don't know what is going on. Dominic, if you're going through a lot right now, you know what you got to do? Is just relax. Understand what you can control and understand what you cannot control. Okay, that's the same. Everyone in life has to do the same thing. Just slow down. Just take everything at a nice slow pace. It's okay to ask for help from people if you need help. You have friends and family, you can go to them. Ask them. You can. That's like Bewitched, right? I wish I had that little sound. Christopher Butler, Silo 1 better than 2. I don't know, Christopher Butler. I don't know. But this is literally, so to wrap up, so if I'm going to wrap up episode 4, Starfleet Academy, high school, let me give you my highlights. So high school level script writing, dialogue that is on the nose. It's the worst dialogue. This reminds me of like when I first started screenwriting, of the first dialogue that I wrote. And I go back and I read it because I go back to read it to remind myself how far I've come. It's like, holy cow, did I write that? Really? Yeah, and someone wrote Starfleet Academy. This dialogue is... ridiculous Commander Ake, the Klingon, with the Klingon setup. Remember, she had that relationship with the Klingon, and they're having that drinking thing, and they throw the glasses into the fireplace. Like, everything makes you just shake your head, going, "Okay, what?" So he's 6'8", she's 4'9", and then they're drinking and they're throwing glasses into the fireplace, and you're like, What are you trying to make me believe? I don't know. Okay, what is this? Constant emotional max volume. So the emotion that they try, and it's basic animalistic anger. Basically, it's anger, right? This whole thing is just about anger. People getting angry. It's the simplest emotion to write. It's the easiest emotion to write. It's the easiest emotion to get into. But it's the constant, it's max volume. Anger is max. His father, right? His like once, like in the flashback, the brother all of a sudden goes like, he comes back, he's bleeding. Why is his brother bleeding? Oh, because he tried to like get that thing from the market. What? He went to the market? And he's dying. Now he's dying like he's done it like 5 or 6 times before. I'm a pro at dying. I've done this before. It was my biggest problem with Kevin Costner at Man of Steel. It's like, don't stop, son. I'm going to die in this scene, and I've done it before. I'm very good at it. I'm very good. Stop, son. I'm good at this stuff. Excessive exposition and lack of trust in the audience. Oh, there's no trust in the audience. It's just a barrage of this, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. Totally inconsistent with Star Trek. If you're a Star Trek lover, look, you're not going to watch this garbage, this filth, this shit. It's shit. It's using a story franchise to push your fucking garbage, Alex Kurtman. Unbelievable that someone so untalented can even get to this level. Shocking. But I say it with a smile. I do say it with a smile. Uninspired and artificial production design. If you've seen the sets on any episode, if you've seen this, it's soap opera lighting, right? So soap opera lighting is basically the same lighting I use. You're using lighting that sort of brightens everything up, even though the lighting would suggest that maybe it shouldn't, right? Maybe you should have a few shadows. Maybe a few shadows in the face or something, right? It's all soap opera based lighting. It's terrible sets. Episode 3 was $20 million. Episode 3, the laser tag. The pacing, oh my God. Now, most people don't understand pacing. Pacing is so difficult to get right. It's so difficult because you're moving the mood and emotion up and down, up and down. You want to move things up and down in a very understandable way to the audience. And look, you got to feel that. You just can't, you have to feel it. Starfleet Academy has a fundamental misunderstanding of Star Trek. It has no understanding of Star Trek. There's nothing that feels like Star Trek in any of these episodes, let alone episode 4. And this is one of the biggest criticisms I have of episode 4. It feels like an unpolished first draft. That is the best way. That is literally the best way. It's the best way I can describe it, episode 4 of Starfleet Academy. It feels like the first draft a grade, like a junior high school student would write for drama class. Yeah, I wrote a script. Here it is. Oh, okay. Well, we got, okay, we'll take it. Let's get this thing casted and get this thing into production. It is so... It is so bad. It is, but that's easy. Like when my friends and I, when we talk about it, it's like literally, this is like a first draft that you would get, and you go, okay, this needs a lot of work. Usually, a first draft is a screenwriter. They write and they just get their ideas down, right? And they sort of, it's like a block. It's a block of stone that hasn't been chiseled, and then the chiseling happens over the next 15 to 20 iterations of the script, and that includes TV scripts. 30 minutes, 60 minutes. It doesn't matter. Same with 2.5 hour movies. This is how it works. And you need different eyes, different screenwriters that are willing to tell you the truth that this thing sucks ass. So if I got this script, I'd be like, holy shit, are you putting this into production? Yeah, like next week. Is there room for a few changes? No. Oh, why are you giving this to me? Oh, just what do you think? It's shit. Crapola, garbage, grade 9 level. And this is the most important thing that I will leave everyone with for this broadcast. This is damaging to the Star Trek legacy. It uses Star Trek. I have a few notes under all these things too. It uses Star Trek name without honoring its values. The things that made Star Trek what it is, it uses all those things without honoring the values that previous generations created for this amazing franchise. It just uses it and spits at those values. Prioritizes spectacle and melodrama over substance. Star Trek was always about substance. It was always about a great sci-fi story. This is about melodrama. It's about Melrose Place. It's about MTV World. This is about... Like, the only emotion episode 4 was about was anger. Everything was about anger. The easiest emotion to write as a screenwriter. Just get everyone angry. The father even called him boy. Hell, boy! And I guess that's the Klingon way, right? You got to be... You have to be black now to be Klingon? Oh, I guess Holly Hunter's swing, that 6'9" guy. I think he maybe have been, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Leaves viewers frustrated rather than inspired. And that is, there's no inspiration. No one's inspired by anything. They have all these speeches, right? There's always a speech. There's 3 or 4 stupid speeches written by dumb, English, stupid screenwriters. They've got the prowess of a grade 9 student. And again, you might say, Danny, be nice. I am being nice. This is me being nice, okay? This is garbage. This is filth. This is how it can pass at a network level. At a network level. It's shocking to me. And I'll tell everyone, you know what the future is, guys? You got to boycott this shit. Everyone in the sci-fi, fantasy, horror, even the horror guys, you got to tell all these people, you don't get a penny of my money. Allow a few people to review this shit. We talk about it. We say a few comments. Do not spend money in the theaters to see this crap. I'll watch it free on streaming. It's the only power we have. And the power has to go, like even me, I plan on doing 1 or 2 of my screenplays and putting it into production. Only when the time is right. I have very good director friends, very good cinematographers, people that we are set and ready. What's the biggest problem? Capital. It's always capital. This is what Disney and Warner, all these companies have plenty to burn. Capital. Cash. But there's a time and a place for everything. And this is also part of Poprageous. This is part of why I started Poprageous. To start at least, look, I'm not going to be like everyone else out there. I'm not like everyone else. I'm not like Critical Drinker. I'm not like, what's the other guy? Nerdrotic. Although I like the Nerdrotic guy, Gary, I do like him. I think he knows his shit. I don't agree with him on everything. I don't agree with Nerdrotic on everything. But that guy knows his stuff. He's passionate. That's what we need. Look, no one's going to agree on everything. No one is. But I do ask you to join me, subscribe, have some fun. We'll throw some turds at the fan, see what happens. You might not agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, throw it in the comments. I'll give you your chance to argue your point. Beat me up, Scotty, Christopher Butler says. Star Trek is the map. Beat me up. Yeah, that is so true. Guys, we're going to leave it at that. That is so on Saturday night, we are back. Poprageous live. It's Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We are going to be talking about lots of stuff. We're going to be talking about Wonder Man. I watched it. Don't watch it. Don't watch Wonder Man. You won't like, oh my God. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Starfleet Academy again. We're going to talk about Doomsday. Doomsday. Knights of the Seven Kingdom and a little bit of GOT, a little bit of other stuff too. Saturday night. Poprageous live, motherfucker. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Did I cover everything? I think I did. I know there's lots of stuff on my review that I did not cover, but there's a lot. And I get rambling, and sometimes it just feels good to ramble. So subscribe if you haven't. Please join me all week long on the channel, Poprageous and Dimension Zero, my science channel, which I love me some science. So my name is Danny Alex, and I will see you on Saturday evening. Have a great Friday and Saturday until we see you in about 46 hours time. Cheers. Oh, sorry. You're still there.
Yeah, baby. Why are you not entertained?
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know it was your turn.
You. Look at me.
Yes.
What's wrong with being sexy? I mean, there's no
Sex.
These go to 11.
Does that mean it's louder?